Good morning. Today we will explore the concept of printf and scanf. We will learn the printf and scanf in much detail. So let me start with the printf first. What printf is? Printf is used to print the message. For example, if I says here that is printf Atmiya University. If you print here Atmiya University and if you just click on build and run, the message will be displayed on the console and the message will be Atmiya University. Now, if you people think that, sir, I want to know that how printf is working. So you will be surprised that printf is returning. So let me write here in comment that printf returns number of characters printed on the console. It means if I'm writing a printf again, %d, and I want to print the same statement, but it is quite different. It means printf inside the printf. What will be the output? This printf statement, that is Atmiya University, will be printed first, and whatever the number of characters that printed on this console, that is also will be printed. So you can just click on build and run, and now you people will be identified that the Atmi University is displayed first, and then the total number of character that Atmi University having, that is printed over here, that is 17. One more thing, to do the same thing, for example, suppose if you don't want to do like this, // is used to write the comments in C language. Suppose if you don't want to do like this, then you can also do like this. For example, I want to declare here variable integer n. And if you write here n is equal to printf Atmiya University, and suppose if you are printing n, that is %d, and if you print the n, it means the number of characters that is printed over here, that will be displayed. I need to write here semicolon. So you can just build and run. The output will be same. It means Atmi University 17. You can do the both tasks in the single file. Even you can write the same thing in a single line. So what is printf? Very simple. Printf is used to print the message. Not only this. For example, suppose if I'm writing here, that is print. Suppose now I want to print a string, then you can use the %s. So I'm just writing here %s Atmiya University, right? You can just press semicolon after this. Now you can build and run again. So you can say that this is %s means it indicates I am printing a string over here, that is Atmiya University. Now suppose if you think that, sir, I want to print only 5 characters out of this, then how can we do this, right? So you can use the percentage and combination. For example, suppose if I says that %20s, this is really interesting, see carefully what I did. %20s, it means the 17 characters are this 18, 19 and 20. It means that whenever you pass any string, that is percentage, and if you pass a number of digit, if you pass number of digit with percentage, then the data will be right justified. What is right justified? Simple. See, Atmi University is right justified and the 3 space is available over here. Now if I says that I want to give a 20 space over here and then I want to print the Atmi University, then how we can do this? Again, simple. Suppose if you want to give a 20 space, then you can do like this also, 20s, then you can write again 20s, or you can write simply s. So what happened? First it will give 20s and then your s will be printed. But you need to be careful over here. What? This is the first input. So I need to pass here first comma first that is input, that output, that is double quotation mark, it means it refers to this. So first 20 character will be displayed, but space will be there. Then percentage S, Atmi University will be displayed. You can just check. Now what happened in this case, my Atmi University will be available over here. But I want this in a middle. Then how we can do this? Then approximately you can manage here percentage 30s. If you write here percentage 30s, then you will be able to see that what I did, I put the 30 space over here. So this my first 30s refer to this string. Suppose if I write here Ram, right? So Ram will be right justified and 20 space will be there. 27 space will be there. You can just check, see what happened. If I says Ram, it means Ram is printed over here and then 27 space is there. So it is right justified. But I don't want the right justified. I want the Ram. It means I want my string should be started from Ram. It means I want to display Ram first and then I want to put the 27 space. It means right now what happened? There are 27 left space. I don't want to put left space. I want to put the right space. Then how we can do this? Simple. By default it is right justified. But if you want to make it left justified, then you can use minus. It means suppose if I says minus 30s, then you will be able to see that the RAM is displayed left justified. Total length is 30. It means the 27 space are between over here. And then I simply printed the percentage S. So string Atmi University is printed over here. This is what the printf is. Suppose if you are dealing with, another message, that is for example I want to print the digit, then what we can do? Suppose if you want to print a digit, for example I'm writing here percentage D for digit. So here you can write any digit right directly. So I'm writing here 67678. So this is my digit. Listen students, whenever you write without putting any line break, the value will be displayed after the Atmi University. So whenever I print this, what you need to take care that 67678 will be displayed over here. But I don't want to display it over here. I want to put a line break in between this. So how we can do this? Simple. You can use /n to put a line break. So my 67678 will be displayed over here on the next line. But I want to do the same thing that I did with the Ram and Atmi University. How we can manage this? Simple. Suppose if you write here percentage 8D, it means 8 digit space will be there. It means it will be 8 digit space will be there. So you can again count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digit and 3 space. Here it is already there. You can count 1, 2 and 3. It means total space is 8 digit and total space is 8 digit and 3 space is left side. Why? Because the number is by default everything, whatever, whenever you pass any number over here, it will be right justified. But I don't want the right justified, I want the left justified. Suppose if you write here left justified, then the number will be displayed over here. Now I want to display, after this HD, I want to display a string, and in message I want to print here MCA. So whenever you want to print MCA, what happened? By default it is a string, so it will automatically print it after this 678 will be printed. So here you can just check what happened to your output, that you did what, that is a left justified. So after left justified, 3 space is there and after 3 space MCA is printed. but I want to print this MCA exactly below this A. It means M should be below A, C should be below D, and A should be below M. So you must need to understand the calculation of the space in between this. So there are 30 characters available over here. So how we can manage this? Again simple. You can simply write here minus 30D, and you will be able to see that the MCA is printed exactly at the end after the atmi, right? So whenever you want to print any report kind of data, you can use the printf very easily by specifying the value. Suppose if you think that, sir, this is all about a string, this is all about a digit and string. Now what if I want to use the floating point value? You can use the floating point value also. For example, I'm writing here percentage, for example, 5 point, for example, 0.2 f. Now I'm passing here in printf some floating point value like 32.43, 32.433, This is my floating point value. Directly, suppose if you write percentage f, then your whole number will be displayed. Here you can see that the floating point number is displayed. But if you think that, sir, I want to display only 0.2 digit after the number, then you can say that I want only first two, that is 0.43 I want. Then you can use 0.2 and it will be rounded. See, the 8 is available at the third place, so it is rounded to 44. So your output will be 32.44. But you think that, sir, after printing this float, I want to print another floating point value, right? And that is percentage. For example, that is I want to print a floating point value, that is percentage f, and I want to print a value of pi, that is 3.14. Whenever you do like this, your 3.14 will be displayed, but exactly after your number is displayed, that is 32.44. Now you want to put a space in between. I want that this 3.14 must be displayed exactly at the below M, I want the 3. Exactly at below C, I want the dot, and then I want to start everything. Then how we can manage this? Again, it is a simple. I want 0.2, right? So if you write here 30.2 F, then what happened? It is a total size is 30. Total size is 30, and out of this, zero point 0.2 is already there. But what happened to this? It is a right justified. Whenever you pass any number over here, the value will be right justified. I don't want the right justified. I want this should be a left and this should be a right. So if you want to convert your input to left justified, you can use minus. So total size is 30. Again, you can see carefully the qualitative output is being displayed over here. You can do using printf. You can use any data type over here if you want to use. Now I am trying to explaining a concept of scanf. What a scanf is. Using scanf, we can take the input from the user. For example, let me save this program as this is printf. Now I'm just saving this demo as scanf demo. Now I want to just display, I want to discuss the concept of scanf. Scanf is used to get the input from the user, while printf is used to print the output on the console. So I want to get the input from the user. Whenever you want to get the input from the user, you can use the scanf. For example, I'm writing here percentage %d, percentage %d, percentage %d, percentage %d. Then you can say that you need a 4 input, right? So now I'm just doing what? Here I'm taking 4 variable A, B, C and D. Now I'm writing here ampersand A, ampersand B, ampersand C, ampersand D. It It means I'm taking 4 input from the user, that is 4 variable value A, B, C and D. And in printf, I just want to print sum of all this number. How we can do this? Very simple. A plus B plus C plus D. And you can simply print sum is equal to percentage D and your value will be printed. You can just check how Scanf is working. So you can get the multiple input from the user. But before you are using the Scanf, I always recommend you to use the printf statement. Why? Because you need to ask to the user that please enter the 4 numbers. Right now, there is no message available. Right now, I'm just providing 4 value 10, 20, 30, 40 and I will get the sum that is equal to 100. So the question is what? Here you can ask the user that enter 4 numbers. So user will enter the 4 numbers. After this, see, so it is asking me enter 4 numbers. So I'm passing number 20, 40, 60, 80. So the sum is equal to 200, right? So you can say that using scan, we can get the value. What scanf returns? If you print over here or if you take one variable that is a comma n. So I'm writing here n is equal to students, if you print the value of n, because it is an integer, I have to use percentage d. Suppose if I print the value of n, you will be surprised whatever the value you passed in the scanf, that it will print. For example, if I pass the value that is 25, 35, 45 and 55. Sum is equal to 160 and it says that you have entered the 4 numbers. So scanf returns the number of values that you have retrieved from the user, while printf returns the number of character printed on the console. Let me write here what scanf returns. Scanf function returns number of value, that is you can say number of input received from the user. So I received the 4 values, scanf will return me 4 values, right? Now I want to use the scanf and printf to print the qualitative report. You all knows that in reality, just before a few years, suppose if you are talking about 1998 or 1999, the people were used the C language and they are using the different software to print the output. How they are using this? So what I want to do, very simple. I want to do an application that is in C program I want to develop, which prints the report like this. It means that I want to print XYZ Mart Private Limited, then I want the PQR Shopping Mall, Rajkot, then I want this line printed over here. Bill number I will get from the user. Date I will simply print. Right now I'm just put it static. I want to take a 4 item. Unit price I want to take from the user. Quantity I want to take from the user. Unit price into quantity, that will be a total of that particular item. I want to make the total of total. Then I want to give the discount to the user. And finally, I want to print that this is the amount to be paid. I want to develop this using printf and scanf in C language. Let's do how to do this. Very simple. You can just save this program as now report is my program. So report.c, I want to print this kind of reports. First, you need to understand what is your input. It means first I want to display these 3 lines. So I will just start with that particular thing. Printf, you can simply print. For example, I'm just giving the 30s space. So I will pass here space. Now I want to print here. So I'm just using percentages again. And here you can just pass that XYZ Mart Private Limited. You can just check it is working properly or not. Here you can, whenever you execute this application, you can see that the XYZ Mart Private Limited is coming into center line. Why? Because 30 space is given previously, that is in left. So you can say 30s space and then your string is printed. Now here you can simply put the new line. So after this printing XYZ Mart Private Limited, new line will be there. Now I want to use printf again. Now I am using percentage 25 is, it means a little bit space smaller than the XYZ Private Limited, and I want to print a percentage s again. So what I want to print over here, that is 3 top, and then I want to print here PQR shopping mall, comma. So now you can execute your application again and you will be able to see semicolon is required. So now you will be able to see that the XYZ Mart Private Limited is coming over here. 3 top PQR shopping mall is also coming over here. Now I want to print the Rajkot after this. So definitely we need what? A /n. So after this you can put a /n, so new line will be there. After this you can simply print percentage. Now I am writing here 35s and /n, definitely 35 for space, and I am writing here percentage s. It is approximately spacing. You can give your own space based on the calculation. Suppose if you put here 15s, then you can check the output. It is proper or not. Once you check the output, if you see that, sir, I don't want the Rajkot over here, then give the another 20 space. So you can put here 35s, then your Rajkot will be available over here. So you need to calculate the space. Very simple. Once it is done, I want to print a line. So you can simply write here equal symbol, right? So your line will be displayed. You can copy the same thing again. So you will be identified, but /n is required after this. /n is required after this. You can run again. Now you will be able to see that the two lines are displayed properly. Now I want to take a bill number. Bill number must be the input from the user. So it will be, bill number is integer. So it will be my input. So I'm starting from the variable bill number. I want to take the input from the user. So I will ask to the user that enter bill number. We will definitely get that particular number using Scanf. We will use the percentage dy because it is an integer. So you can simply write ampersand BNO. So whatever the user enters the value in BNO, that will be available in the BNO. That we will display in between this. So I want to display a bill number. How we can manage this? Simple. Printf. Right. Now what you want to display first, that is bill number. Now you can calculate the space 1 2 3 4 5 and all these things, right? So I just want to print the bill number, so I'm just passing here, that is percentage s, and I'm passing a string over here, that is bill number. First you can execute this, and then you will get the idea that it is displaying properly or not. Once it is done, for example, bill number is 12, then bill number is displayed, but bill number string is displayed, but bill number is not displayed. So I need to display bill number over here. Very simple. You can just pass colon over here. Right. Now I need to print the bill number. So I'm just passing here percentage. Now for how many digit you want to display the number, right? So if it is a 5-digit number, 10-digit number, 2-digit number, So if it is my 5-digit number, then I can write here percentage 5D. And I can pass here BNO. It means the value that user has provided. Suppose if user is giving the bill number 12, then the bill number 12 will be displayed. But what happened to this? The 12 is displayed over here, but the 5D, so that is the reason why my 3 space is coming over here, 1, 2 and 3. I don't want to put space over here. I want this is left justified, right? So in this case, you can write minus 5D. If you write minus 5D and if you pass bill number, so bill number 12 will be displayed. Once your bill number is displayed, now it's a task to print the bill date. Now I want to print a bill date. How we can print the bill date? Again, very simple. I want to print a bill date, so it is a string. So I'm just writing here percentage S and I'm passing here bill date. For example, today's date is 3rd December. So I'm just passing here 3rd December 2020. But what happened to my output? Suppose if you pass here 12, what happened this? Here you can see carefully. The bill number size is 5 digits, so 3 space is there. I want the maximum space over here. I want this date should be displayed over here, right? At that time, you can give the space to your bill by specifying the value over here. Suppose I am passing here, the value is, for example, 45S. It is approximate, right? Now you can just see that you need to calculate. I need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It means I need 9 space more to print the 3rd December 2020 at exactly at this particular position. So you can add 9 space more. It will be 54S. And now you will be able to identify that the 3rd December 2020 is over here. One of the good advantage is what? If your bill number is 5 digit, if your bill number is 5 digit, then also your bill date will be displayed over here. Why? Because we had given the enough space to the bill number. Suppose if your bill number is 6 digit, then it will makes the difference. For example, if my bill number is 6 digit, here now one space is removed. So you must need to identify what is the length of your bill number. If my bill number is a 6 digit, then I can pass here 6D. If it is a 6D, then you can just pass here 53. And if you pass here 53, then now suppose if your bill number is 1 digit, no problem at all. If your bill digit is 6 digit, then also no problem at all. So this is just a simple header. Now I want to display the number, item, unit price, quantity and total. But before this, definitely I need to take the 4 input. It means 4 item wise, 4 unit price and 4 quantity is required. So what to do? I just want to display this number, item, unit price, quantity and total as a header. So again, you can simply write here printf. Now I want to print a number. So I'm just writing here percentage S and I'm writing here that is number. Now whenever you execute this, you will be able to identify that, for example, bill number is 12. The number is displayed over here. Yes, it is correct. But after the number, I want to display the item. So you can just write here percentage 20S. And I want to print the item. So I'm just writing here item. So whenever you write item, it means item name, right? So for in percentage 20S, you will be able to get this is the item name. Now I want to pass some space more and I want to display item number, item name. Now I need a unit price, quantity and total. Unit price, so I'm passing here percentage 20S again. That will be the next string, that will be unit price. So you can just execute and you can check unit price is available over here. So number, item name. But if you look carefully, then no much space is required in this case. So how we can manage this? You can write here minus 20s. You can write here minus 20s. If you write here minus 20s, then what happened in this case? The number and item name will be uh, came together. Why? Because we had not given the enough space to the number. So what we need to do in this case, here we can write minus 6s. Why? Because we already defined that the our serial number might be a two digit. So I'm just writing here 3 digit. So if you purchase maximum 999 items, right? So your number will be 3 digits. So I'm just writing here minus 3s, or you can write minus 6s. It is okay. So it is almost a simple calculation. Number, item name, unit price. Now I want, here you can look here also, number, item name, unit price, quantity and total. So I want unit price. So what to do in this case? Simple. I want the unit price. So you can write here percentage. Now item name. After that, you can write after unit price, item name, unit price. Now I want to write the quantity. So I'm just writing here percentage minus 5s for the quantity. And I want to pass a total. So I'm just writing here percentage minus 15s for the total. So roughly you can pass, and then you can simply calculate based on the value. So I'm just executing this. You can see that the number, item name, unit price, quantity and total. Now if you want that a more space in item name, then you can increase the value of item name over here. That will be 30s. Even you can make it here 25s. Now you will be able to see that item name now in unit price and quantity, I want to make it little bit low. So 20s is fine over here. So now it is fine. Number, item name, unit price, quantity and total. Now unit price and quantity. This is also a unit price having the good length. So you can just make it here 15 is fine over here. Yes. Now unit price and quantity. Here you can make it 20, so it will be good. So it is approximate calculation. Simple it is. Okay. Now you can just copy your line at end. So you will be able to see that the report, but I need to press a slash n over here. So once you give the slash n, then and then you will be able to get the data. See, now suppose if you think that I want to print, I want a total over here, right? It means a 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 space. I want more in the total. Then you can simply write here 26A's. So now all the calculation is in your hand. That I need to write. I want the number, item name. Yes, it is minus, and that is the reason why it is left justified. Okay. So you can simply write 26s. Yes, it is more now. So 15 is fine. Still, I need to decrease 4. So it is a calculation that you need to do. Yes, right. So XYZ Mart Private Limited, PQR Shopping Mall, Rajkot. So header I did. Now what I need to do? I need a 4 items, right? And 4 price. And I want the name, item name, price and quantity. Right now I just want to make it clear to you guys that the 4 items are fixed. It means which 4 items? That is computer, mobile, calculator and pencil. I want to make it fixed, right? So right now I want to make it fixed. So how we can do this? Again, you can just copy this line, and in between you can just say, students, carefully, I am using only 2 statements, printf and scanf. So using printf and scanf, you can print an excellent report. Now I want to print a number, so I'm just writing here percentage 4D. Now you all knows very well, you can simply pass here percentage 4D percentage. Now I'm passing here minus 30s, right? So it is a percentage, if it may be a 5D, 6D. Why? Because it is a 6-digit number. Item name, I have a 30 space, so I'm writing here percentage 30s. Now here I'm just printing the bill number. So bill number is 1, and here, sorry, item number is 1. Now item name, that is computer. Later on we will add the next, that is calculation, that is unit multiplied by quantity, price multiplied by quantity. You can simply paste this, right? So this is the item number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this is computer, this is mobile, the third one is the calculator, and fourth one, that is a pencil. It means I want to display 4 items. So it will asking me to enter the bill number. If my bill number is 12, then you will be able to see that the 1, 2, 3, 4 is available over here, but the computer mobile is, both are mixed up. Why? Because my number are right justified and my string is left justified. So what I need to do? I need to convert my number to also left justified. So if you convert this to left justified, now you will be able to see that number 1, 2, 3, 4, item, computer, mobile, calculator and pencil. Now I want to get a unit price and quantity. And based on the price and quantity, I want to calculate the total. So definitely we need to get the 4 unit price and 4, that is quantity. So what I am doing here, I am taking a float, unit price 1. It means the price of the computer. Now I am taking the variable unit price 2, that is the price of the mobile. Unit price 3, that is the price of the calculator. Unit price 4, that is the price of the pencil. I am taking one more variable for the discount. Now I'm taking a quantity. It means how many mobile you have purchased. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of mobile, number of calculator, number of pencil, number of computer, it will never be in a floating point. It is, quantity is always, this quantity is always in a numbers, that is in a integers, that will be a numeric. So I need to declare the variable, that is quantity 1, it means the quantity of the computer. Quantity 2, that will be the quantity of mobile. Quantity 3, that will be quantity of the calculator. Quantity 4, that will be the quantity of the pencil. So I need to get this value from the user. So I'm just writing here printf, enter, that is a computer's unit price. So I need to get the input from the user, that enter the price of the computer. So what we need to get? Percentage F and ampersand unit price 1. You all knows unit price 1 stands for computer price. Now I need to get the quantity of the computers. So enter computer quantity. So how many quantity of the computer is purchased? You can use Scanf, percentage D, ampersand quantity 1. Now you can repeat this too for the another item, for the another item, for the another item. Instead of computer, here you can make it, it is a mobile. It is a mobile. Now unit price 2, quantity 2, unit price 3, quantity 3. Instead of computer, you can make it here calculator. Instead of computer, you can make it here calculator. The fourth one is the pencil. So pencil's unit price. I'm writing here, that is pencils, right? So it will be unit price number 4 and quantity 4. So definitely it will be pencils, right? So once you get this value from the user, you must need to display that particular value over here. Now how we can display this? Very simple. Here we did 6s all in string. Why? Because we printed everything in a string. Here I use the digit. Why? Because I use the digit. Now you all knows the third one is the unit price, and unit price is available in a floating point. So what we need to do? We can write here percentage minus 15.2f. So whenever you write percentage minus 15.2f, left justified floating point value will be displayed. So how we can manage this? Simple. Computer unit price will be available in UP1, right? And mobile unit price will be available in UP2. Calculator unit price will be available in UP3. Pencil unit price will be available in UP4. So these are your variables. So this is unit price 1, 2, 3, 4. Not only unit price, we want to display the quantity also. You all knows quantity is in digit. So for quantity, the second last variable, that is 5s. So you can write minus 5d. Why minus 5d? Percentage minus 5d. Why percentage minus 5d? Because it is a digit. Quantity is in digit. Quantity is in digit. So I need to print quantity 1. I need to print quantity 2. I need to print quantity 3. I need to print quantity 4. Now you can just simply execute your application. Whenever you run this, it will ask for the bill number, for example, 12. Now it is asking me for the unit price of computer. So computer unit price is 25,000. How many computers you have purchased? 2 computers. Mobile unit price is, for example, 10,500. How many quantity? For example, 3 mobiles. How many calculator? What is the calculator price? 450. How many calculator you have purchased? 5. Pencil unit price 2.5. How many quantity you have purchased? For example, 5. Now you will be seeing that the value is displayed over here, but little bit change is required, and that is what my numbers must be right justified, right? We all knows that I will make the changes, but rest is really good. Now I want to multiply this. That is, it means unit multiply by quantity is equal to total. How we can do this? Whenever you want unit multiply by quantity at that particular time, simple. You can do the same thing that you did over here, that is 11s. So you can write percentage 11b. Same thing you can write over here. Same thing you can write over here. Same thing you can write over here. Now it is my quantity multiplied by price, not d, because it is a floating point value. So I'm just writing here 11.2 f. 11.2 f. It will be 11.2 f. 11.2 f. What I want to display? Simple. Unit price 1 multiply by quantity, I will get the total. Unit price 1 multiply by quantity, I will get the total, but I just need to change quantity to unit price 2, quantity 3, unit price 3, unit price 4, quantity 4. Now you can just simply execute your application again. Now it is asking me for the bill number 12, unit price, for example, 25,000. How many quantity? 2. Mobile 12,500. 2 quantity 450. Calculator price. How many quantity? 5. 2.5 is the pencil price. How many quantity? 5. And you will be able to see that the 25 into 2, it is 50,000. 25 into 2, it is, 12,500 into 2, it is 2,500. 450 into 5, 22,550. And 250, 2.50 into 5, it will be 12.50. Now I want this all a right justified. So how we can manage this? Again, simple. You just need to identify that I want the unit price, right? So unit price should be right justified. Whenever you want the unit price right justified, you just need to calculate. This is the third column. That is 1, 2, and 3. So your third value should not be a -1. It must be that is right justified. If you write here like this, that is 1, 2, 3 right justified, your problem will be resolved if you make it here also 5D, right? So you can just execute your application again. Bill number 12. Now computer price 25,000, quantity 2, 12,500, quantity 3, calculator price 450, quantity 5, pencil price 2.5, quantity of the pencil is, for example, 12, and you will be able to see that I'm getting the proper report now, and that is a unit price, but I need a little space over here. It means the unit price should be available over here, exactly over here. It means I need to decrease the space over here. Where I need to decrease the space? Simple. Unit price, that is my third column. So 1, 2, and 3. I just need to do what? Instead of 15.2f, I need to make it here a little bit less, or here in 30s you can make it here 20, not 20, you can make it 25. It will work. So instead of 30s, if you make it here 25s, 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 you will get the result. But not only this. Now I want the total of total. It means I want the total at the last over here. I want the sum of sum. It means 25 plus 25 plus 22, 50 plus 12.50. I want the sum of all this at over here. That is, it means I want the total amount over here. How we can do this? So whenever you want a sum of all these things, it means unit price multiplied by quantity, that we did. But how we can get the sum? So simple calculation is there. You can simply write here that what your sum is, but you need to declare your sum variable, and it must be float. Why float? Because quantity into price will result me a floating point value. So how we can calculate the sum? So simple, unit price 1 multiplied by quantity 1 plus the same thing, unit price 2 multiplied by quantity 2 plus unit price 3 multiplied by quantity 3 plus unit price 4 multiplied by quantity 4. And if you print the total at the last, for example, I want to print the total at the last, then how we can print? Printf percentage. Now how we can calculate the total amount? Simple. You can just calculate all these digits. 6 plus 25 plus 15. So 15 plus 25, 40 plus 6, 46 plus 5, 51 plus 12, 11. So it will be 62. So you can pass here almost 60s as a space, and then you can print here, that is percentage 10.2f. We will make the changes if it is required. Here in double quote, you can simply write a total amount, and here you can pass the total value that is available in the variable sum. You can decrease over here value, so you people can get the good idea. Minus 50s and then 10.2f total amount. Okay. So let me execute this. I need to check it is working properly or not. So very simple. You can pass the bill number, computer price, for example, 25,000, quantity. I purchased the 3 computer, 12,500. I purchased the 2 mobile. Calculator price is 420.3 and I purchased the 6 calculators. Pencils price is 3.5 and I purchased the 11 pencils. You can see the result. Still, I need to manage this space. One. Second thing is, here you can see that the total amount is coming over here and the total amount string print it over here. So I need to give a space over here. It should not be minus s. I just need to give the simple space. One thing. Second thing is, I need to decrease this space. How can manage this? Let's check. Whenever you want to do this, you can decrease the space by providing the value over here, for example 20. Now here in total amount you can pass percentage 50. Here you can make 55. So little bit changes. Again 25,000. Computer quantity is 3. Mobile 12,500. 2. Calculator price 350.2. 43 calculator. 3.4 pencil price and 32 pencils. Yes, so it is working properly, but I need to press a space over here and here the total is coming also properly, so I need to give a space over here that after the unit price and quantity, so price and quantity I need to give the space. So here you can make it 20, so the value will be managed easily. One thing, and I think this was correct. So 12, 25,000, 3 quantity, 12,500, 2 quantity, 450, 3 quantity, 2.4, 32 quantity. Yes, now it is correct. Now here also you can just manage the space. So what is required? Let me calculate this now. Okay, so I need to decrease this space first. Why it happens? Because I did here minus 6D, after this minus 20s. So it is a minus 20s, then 20.2 will be right justified. So my value should be lower than this. So it must be 15. If you make it here 15, then it will become over here. Then I need to manage over here. So I'm just making here 70, 70, 70, 70. And I need to manage over here also. So it will be 14. And sum is a little bit okay. Okay. So again, you just need to, this is all about a trial and error. So you just need to test everything, every aspects. So 12,500, 3 quantity, 450, 32 quantity, 2.5, 4 unit price and 4 quantity. Yes. Now everything is correctly displayed. Instead, only the total having some mistakes. So I need to remove this 4 space, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. If I manage this 3 space, then everything will be okay. So what I need to do over here, that is, you can just simply calculate over here. The last price is total. It means over here, what I pass 14.2F. So I just need to give here more space to manage all these things. If I pass here a 3 more space, it will be correct. So I just need to give here 17.2F. So it will be right justified. It is the final touch. Now I think it is not required more. So mobile unit price is 12,500 to mobile, 400 calculator price, 23 calculator, 2.4 pencil price, 35 pencils. Yes, everything is displayed perfectly. See, right now here even you can calculate everything, right? So the sum is also coming correctly, but I don't want to do only these things. I want to give the discount also. So the discount is, that is for example, even you can ask for the discount static. So if I want to give a static discount of 10%, right, then you can directly give the discount at the top. So I'm just mentioning here discount is equal to 10.0. So discount will be my 10%, not 10 rupees. So discount will be 10 rupees. How we can manage this? Simple. Whenever you want to calculate a discount, you can simply fire a formula. How we can calculate the discount? Simple. How much percentage it is? It is the percentage that is, you all knows that we want to display a discount. That is a first, we want to just to simply print the message. That is how much discount it is, right? So I just want to print that a discount and the variable value, that is discount. This is the variable value, and you can simply print the value that is over here. Even you can pass the discount is equal to how much percentage it is. After this, you can simply copy this line, so your line will be displayed at the end. Now I just want to calculate the discount. How we can do this? Again, it is simple. You can simply write printf percentage. Now I want to write the same line that I did for the sum over here. Now total amount is equal to, right? So the discount is 12 point, discount is 10%, right? So after giving the discount of 10%, what is the actual price that you are offering to him? So simple it is. You can just write here amount amount to be paid is equal to, now how we can calculate the discount? Sum minus sum into discount. So what it will be? 10%. So sum into discount divided by 100, and we will subtract this value from some variable, right? So sum into discount divided by 100, and this we will discuss. This we will gives the discount to the user. So this is the final touch. It will asking me for the bill number, for example 12345, computer price 25,000, for example. How many quantities? Two. 12,500, 3 quantities, 450, 4 quantities, 2.5, and 3 quantities. Now I need to give a slash n, right, over here and also here. If you give slash n over here, now it will, after this lesson, everything will be displayed correctly. Even you can calculate the discount. 89,307. Let me use the calculator. 89,307.50 multiply by 0.90. So the amount is 80,376.75. Yes, the amount to be paid is correct. So the formula is correct. I just need to give this lesson. Rest is fine. So bill number 12345. Computer price 25,000. Computer quantity 5. Mobile price 12,500. Quantity 3. 450 calculator price. Quantity, for example, 10. Pencil price 2.5. Quantity 3. And now you will be able to see that I did a simple program using printf and scanf to calculate, to print the report of any shopping mall. So this is the way you can use printf and scanf in your system. That's it from my side. Thank you all.